Bit of an update here on the status of the Kyosho Lazer ZXS Evolution rebuild series. Now, this particular part of the rebuild isn't really technically the rebuild. I'm just trying to get these molded parts reproduced so that myself and other people can run the car without fear of breaking apart and not having a replacement. So these are all 3D reproduced, 3D printed reproductions of these parts. Okay, let's see. So going back to the previous video, I had tested the rear shock tower mount using a few different materials, and I eventually settled on the PA11. It's a printed nylon material, and I basically printed all the other parts using that material. It is pretty sturdy, and in certain sets of parts, like for example the caster blocks, the the lower arm mounts, and the front and rear gearbox assemblies, I basically group the parts together into something like a tree. So you just clip off these little ends here, okay, and so then you get each part separated out, and you can build it out. They are faithful reproductions of the original parts. Okay. The only thing that's missing here is actually this upper piece here. I do believe I have a CAD drawing for that, but for some reason I forgot to upload it to Shapeways. If I don't have it, then I have to source it from the guy that made it for me. So anyway, I just realized as I was unbagging this stuff that I completely forgotten about this part. So I will get that taken care of. But otherwise, we are very, very close to prime time here for releasing the parts. Now, there are a few caveats. I have been starting to make products on Shapeways to be able to sell these. So in order to make a product, you have to make a store. So you make your store, and then you set up products based on all the 3D files you have for these things. And it's almost like an eBay listing. So you set up the product and you say, oh, here's the name, here's the description, blah, blah, blah. Here's the materials that I want to offer this in. And it turns out that the material menu that you can set up for the product that goes into the store is a little bit different than the menu you have for printing these things for yourself. So this PA11 material here, although it's available for me to print for myself and order for myself, I actually cannot use that as a material option for the product, which is a little frustrating. So the only other printed nylon that's available in the product materials menu is PA12. It's a printed nylon. It's also an SLS material. It's like a sintered laser kind of assembly, but I didn't explicitly try printing a part in that material and testing it. That's my mistake. So I just ordered a PA12 rear shock tower mount that will come in probably around the middle of November, by the time it's done printing and shipping. And then I'll test that explicitly to make sure that it is, to see how it compares to the other materials that I had tried. And if it does, look pretty good, if it holds up well, for the same structural test that I did on the other rear shock tower mounts, then I will start to release the parts in that material. Otherwise, the only other thing available would be the versatile plastic material, which is okay, but not great, and aluminum. Now, the aluminum pricing for 3D printing aluminum for all this is significantly more expensive than 3D printing nylon or plastic. So I will be making an aluminum option available in the materials menu for the products. Just be aware that it is not going to be cheap at all. And for 99% of people, it's not going to be worth the money. But I'll put it up there anyway in case you guys happen to want to, set your money on fire 3D printing aluminum parts. So that's where we are right now. Again, I gotta double check on this piece here. And as far as actually starting the build of the actual ZXS, I hope to get that soon. I haven't gotten to it recently. I've been really involved in other things to do late at night, mostly related to work and reading a book. I got a new book that I'm reading. So I just haven't really had time to come down here and work on my toy cars. But certainly before end of year, I will get started on this ZXS Evo rebuild. Again, I have two ZXSs. There's the Evo, which is in parts in here, and this, and all of this. And then there's the actual ZXS, which is right here. Okay, so this also I'm going to have to tear down and rebuild. So you're going to get to see two rebuilds, but you gotta wait a little bit for that. So yeah, anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.